Welcome back to the channel. My name is Alexander Howell, and today what I want to talk about is the 5 reasons that you should absolutely visit Merida, Yucatan, Mexico. Now, I know a lot of you in the last video, you saw the reasons that you should never visit Merida, and it seemed like some of you didn't watch the whole thing. So today I just kind of threw this on. I'm working on another video that's coming out soon, but this video is 5 reasons that you absolutely should without question visit. And I came up with them in about 5 minutes. I could come up with 25, but this video would be 3 hours long and I would just laugh and make my editor go crazy, right, Sebastian? Go crazy. Yeah. So anyway, without further ado, the only thing I need to say is if you don't mind just liking the video and subscribing to the channel, that would be awesome. If you like the content, if you don't, obviously just ignore me. Pay attention to me, no less. Not a big deal. But if you do like it, like, subscribe, and hit the little notification bell. That would be awesome. That lets you know anytime that I go live. You can follow me on social media, by the way, at Alexander from KC on pretty much every social media outside of LinkedIn, which is linkedin.com/n/Alexander L. Howell. If you want to follow up with me professionally, you can also go to my website, alexanderhowell.com, or email me at alexander@alexanderhowell.com if you have any questions. One of my favorite things is seeing all of your emails. So without further ado, and because so many of you said that I took so long to get to the actual content, here's the content. I'm going to walk away slowly just to freak you out. Sebastian, just roll it. Just get to the Alexander Howell. We got it. We got it. We got it. Okay, so the first thing that we have to start with is if we're talking about a top 5 of the reason to visit Merida, the reason to visit Yucatan, is it's the people. It without question is the population. Now, this is a very interesting culture because they have a very Spanish influence. There's a significant and very, very proud Mayan influence of individuals within the Yucatan. And if you do any background search on this, that has it's so much to do with their culture and the language and everything else. What it means to me is that I see people that are very proud to be who they are. They're very proud of their history and everything within the Yucatan itself, but the cities within it. Merida obviously is the #1, but down to the cities with cenotes, down to or up to the beach, it's all this beautiful influence, and it really does tie into all of the culture within that area. Now, we're not talking about a city that just kind of blossomed, and I'm going to throw Cancun under the bus a bit, even though I love Cancun, but Cancun just kind of blossomed and became a tourist destination. Merida has been a town, a city that has been there for centuries and probably longer than that. And it's amazing to see the pride that the individuals who live there take in that city. I mean, think about, like, I love the city that I'm from. I'm from Kansas City, Missouri. I absolutely love it. I back everything about my town. If anybody ever says that they have barbecue that's better than ours, I attack them with the fury that you can't understand. You understand. But that's just one of those things. You're proud of where you're from. This is so much different because this isn't just, oh, I'm proud to be from Kansas City, I'm proud to be from this. These individuals are proud not only of what they have now, but of their culture through the centuries, through the millennia. And so that is why in any list, the reason to visit Yucatan, the reason to visit Merida is without question, no questions asked, top of the heap. First place award goes to the people of the city, the people of the province, the people of the state of Merida. They're incredible. And so kind, so kind. All right, so number 2 has to be just the difference in like the multiple places that you can go to within an hour of city center Merida. You can go south and kind of the southerly west and east directions, the circle around the Chicxulub crater that killed the dinosaurs and stuff. But we're fine. That's the reason we're here. Congratulations. But because of the Chicxulub crater, what it's created are cenotes. And I know that some of you in the chat have gone after me about this. I don't pronounce things right, and it's not that I'm not trying to do that. It's that I'm from the Midwest, and I'm from Missouri, a state that pronounces different cities terribly. Look it up. We're really bad at pronouncing it. So that's on me. I get it. I'm trying. But when I say cenote, you guys know what I mean. Anyway, Chicxulub Crater, asteroid kills the dinosaurs, creates these beautiful underground ponds, lakes, whatever it might be. They are absolutely incredible. And the moment that you see them, you know that you've never seen crystal clear water like this. And I've been to the ocean multiple times. You've never seen crystal clear water like this. It's absolutely amazing. They're fantastic. The ones that have any type of commercial development at all, they're so well taken care of. They're so well preserved, and they're so very, very much appreciated that you can't help but respect the space that you're in. And if you think about it historically, you're going, wow, that's just absolutely amazing, because I know what created this, and I never want to be a part of an event like that. Yeah. So then you go north of Merida. You go north of Merida and you see the beach towns, which I talked about in several videos. They're very relaxed, very beautiful, very calm, all kinds of different types, but you have a different feeling there from the cenotes to the city of Merida, which is this beautiful colonial town that's very busy. There is a lot of traffic, but the architecture, the possibilities of potentially owning a place down there are absolutely exceptional. And so within this small space relative to, like Mexico or the United States or Earth, within this very small space, you get to see things that you wouldn't see anywhere else in the world. And so the geography is number two for me. It's number two because the people are first. The geography, though, is so amazing that you can't help but appreciate what you have when you're there. All right, number three, and this is going to be one that appeals more to expats, I think, than anybody else, or tourists, and that's affordability. Now, I've said it multiple times on this channel. I don't want this to sound like you move there because it's cheap, you visit there because it's cheap, but it is absolutely true. If you have the ability to go to Merida or go to Progreso or any of the beach towns or just Yucatan in general, and enjoy that place, you're going to realize immediately that the moment that you choose that over London, you save a lot of money. The moment that you choose that over Kansas City, Missouri, you're going to save so much money in your week-long, month-long, or however long trip than you would visiting somewhere outside of it. Now, there are obviously many other places that you could go to that would have similar situations. There are very few places that are less than 6 hours away. There are very few places that are so close to the United States where you're going to be able to go there and it's going to be without question affordable all the time. I went there and felt like we had amazing meals, and I'm not gonna lie, we had drinks. We had some good drinks, but we had meals where we paid for family. We brought family in. They stayed with us. We rented the place. We did all of that and everything, encapsulating all of it, the entire month that we were there. And even now, and again, this video is coming and I keep promising you guys, and I promise it's going to come up, but even purchasing and renovating a house. I mean, I'm in real estate in Kansas City, what is known as a normally, cheaper market, we'll say, in the US. Guys, it's affordable. I can't lie. I don't want this to sound bad and make somebody in the Yucatan think that I'm just looking at this thinking like, oh, you've got to go down there because it's cheap and take advantage of it. That's not it. It's when you look at the truth of the matter, the fact of the matter is, it is an affordable place to be, and that appeals to so many people that could have the ability to go down there, have what they want, and be a part of the community. And that last part is very important too, because if you're going to enjoy the fact that this area is very affordable, become a part of the community. And like I say in every video, you owe it to yourself and to all of those great people that are number one on this list. Learn Spanish. Learn their language, because you're the visitor, not them. But that's number 3. It's an affordable and amazing place where you have everything that you want. I didn't even mention Costco this time, or Texas Roadhouse, which I've eaten at once. Guilty pleasure. Before the AFC Championship game, Chiefs versus the Patriots. Didn't work out with the Chiefs. Next year it did, though. Okay, so number 4 is you can get everything you want in Merida. You know, when I first started looking into it, the biggest concern that I had was when we were staying on the beach in Wymatoon, they had cellular internet towers, and I have that. I obviously have that in different locations in the United States, but when I make videos like this, it's difficult to kind of get the upload speeds and the download speeds, and especially when you're talking about creating a network within a home that has 16-inch reinforced concrete walls, it's tough to get a solid signal through them. But the house that we're designing right now has we have the ability to basically run Cat 6 line, which should be gigabit line throughout the entire house, create a Wi-Fi network. I know I'm nerding out. Basically, all I'm trying to say, man, I really did nerd out there. I'm excited. It's really going to be fun. Anyway, doesn't matter. There's half gigabit internet from what I've been able to see in Merida. That means that I have half of what I have in my house right now, but that's still so significantly better than almost anything you can get anywhere else. I mean, if you have your cell phone and you go into a busy area in a suburb or especially a city center, you're going to get between 5 and 25 megabits per second. This is 100 or 10 to 20 times better than the best you got there. So this is amazing internet, better than I had 3 years ago or more. And because of that, everything that I can do here, I can do there. So if I already have good internet and I can have the equipment that I have here, either sending it down there, purchasing new, whatever it might be, then I'm able to create my entire business in that location. I'm not moving into the middle of nowhere, which I have a place in Missouri where I'm basically in the middle of nowhere, and it has almost literally 100 times worse internet than where we will be building or where we will be renovating in Merida. If you have an online business, if all of your business is done online, you're going to be just fine. You're going to be completely okay. The structure that you have here can transfer down there. That's the number 1 lesson. You have the ability to be exactly as successful there as you do here if your business is based online. It doesn't matter if it's, if you're able to, keep your law practice going online and on the phone, you're going to be good to go. If you have an internet business, you're good to go. If you have a YouTube channel, like and subscribe. You're going to be just fine. That to me is amazing because not only do you get the colonial feel, you get the people, you get everything else, but now you can go back to your house, you can handle your business, you walk out, you're good to go. What a wonderful, and I'm not going to say anything more because I'm going to get copyright striked, and I could just say what a wonderful cable line. DMCA strikes suck. I'm not going to sing it. All right, let's move on. Jesus. All right, and number 5 has to be, and without question, proximity. And this is for everybody that lives in the United States, especially, but Canada and the areas surrounding. I live in Kansas City, Missouri, as I say multiple times, or at least I say that Kansas City, Missouri is right out that window, a couple of yards, a couple of feet, a couple of meters, for those that are not in the United States and 2 other countries in the world. But proximity is important. I can be here at 11 a.m. and in Merida at 8:07 p.m. And I can be in Merida at 7:30 in the morning and be back in the United States. I believe the earliest flight is by 1 p.m. It's a very quick flight. It's not crazy. Canada is not that much different. There are several flights to different cities in Canada. There are flights, I think there was even one that was opened up to Oakland just a couple of days ago. to Merida, and they're continuing to expand their airport so that there are more flights available to more people, and it's just going to continue that way. Not to mention the cruise lines that come off of the Progreso Pier that they built and all of those other things. So Merida, similar to what Cancun has been, similar to what Puerto Vallarta has been, and all of the other areas, Merida is opening itself up to be available for flights in, flights out, notwithstanding the pandemic. We're just going to erase that from our mind right now. It is what it is. But Merida is opening itself up to be a place where you can go very easily, and a 24-hour or less turnaround is pretty impressive anywhere else in the world. So imagine what a less than 7-hour turnaround is when you're there. Proximity is incredible. It's amazing. They should open up more flights. But I'm Ching and all that. They should. Merida should be accessible everywhere. Have the biggest airport. They won't, but that'd be cool. And those are the 5 things. And I hope that makes up for the last video where I think I freaked out a lot of people. The reasons you should not visit Merida was not my most, it was a video that brought in a lot of people, but maybe not the one that people liked the most. If you watched it though, you realized what I was saying. It was like, I can only come up with 5 things. I came up with these 5 things without even thinking about it. I could come up with 20 if the video didn't need to be 3 hours long, which it's not now because this is only 5. So for those of you who watch the channel, who have enjoyed it, I so much appreciate it. And for those of you who are new to the channel, if you don't mind, please like and subscribe to the channel. And if you don't mind hitting the little notification bell right over there, and that lets you know anytime that I go live with a new video. You can also follow me on social media. I'm pretty much available everywhere at Alexander from KC. That's Twitter, Instagram, twitch.tv/Alexander from KC, all of those different places. Follow me as much as you would like to. If you want to connect with me professionally, LinkedIn is a great place. LinkedIn.com/n/Alexander L. Howell. My middle name is Lee, so there we go. But I really hope you all enjoy the video. Really appreciate every single time that you go to alexanderhowell.com and you email me. The emails that I get from all of you are incredible. Just the communication back and forth. Alexander@alexanderhowell.com. It's a really cool moment that I have when I'm able to see an email come through from all of you, whether it's just, hey, appreciate the videos. Hey, had a question about this. Hey, I disagreed with this. Those are also good. But also, I have a couple of questions. And if I can't answer them, I will always direct you to somebody who's going to be able to give you better information than I could ever possibly provide. So again, thank you all so much for everything that you've done for this channel. Thank you for watching the video. And as always, peace.